today we are going to discuss about the new procedure, that is anthropometric measurement or anthropometry. Introduction regarding anthropometry. The meaning of anthropos means man and metron means measurement. Measurement done by the person. Single most portable, universally applicable, and it is inexpensive. It is non-invasive technique by which we know about the growth and development of the child, reflect the current nutritional status, and used to evaluate both under and overnutrition. The next is parameters of anthropometry. Age dependent factors, that is weight, height, head circumference and chest circumference. Then is independent factors, that is mid-arm circumference. We have to measure mid-arm circumference between the age of 1 year to 5 years, and weight for height, mid-arm, mid-upper arm and height ratio. The next is weight. The weight can be recorded using a beam type weighing machine. You can see on the image electronic weighing scale for infants and children. Then bathroom type of mechanical scale. It is very unreliable. And Salter spring machine in field condition. When we go for community to evaluate the health condition of the children, that time we use the Salter spring machine. Then it is the Salter spring machine. Then the next is growth velocity, age and weight gain. 10 days to 3 months, 30 gram per day weight gain by the child, and 3 to 6 months, 20 gram weight per day. 6 to 9 months, 15 gram. 9 to 12 months, 12 gram. And 1 to 3 years, 3 kg per year. And 4 to 12 years, 2 kg per year. And more than 12 years, 5 to 6 kg per year, means half kg per month. Next is age or weight at birth, and at birth multiply by the next on 5 month we can multiply with the birth weight. Then 1 year 3 times multiply with the birth weight. 2 year, 3 year and 7 year 4 multiply, 5 multiply and 7 multiply with the birth weight respectively. Then Wheat's formula: 3 to 12 months expected weight is equal to age in months plus 9 by 2. 1 to 6 year expected weight is equal to age in years multiplied by 2 plus 8. And 7 to 12 years expected weight is equal to age in years by 7 minus 5 by 2. Multiply by 7 and 5 by 2. Expected weight in kilogram is equal to age in years multiplied by 3. Then length or height stature measurement technique. Length we call length when the child age less than 2 years, and measurement measured using, we can use infantometer to measure the length. If child more than 2 years of age, we measure height with using the stadiometer. Your examiner can put to the question regarding the difference between length and height, and how we measure the length with the help of infantometer, how we measure the height with the help of stadiometer. Affixed on the wall, which provides a direct readout of height with an accuracy of 0.1%. Height is less than length. The ligaments are opposed in standing position. Then it is a height measurement with the help of stadiometer, and this image shows the infantometer. The linear growth cases: after fusion of epiphysis, nutritional deprivation over a period of time affects the linear growth. Acute starvation, weight loss due to wasting. Adolescents 20% of body stature and 50% of adult bone mass is later. Then technique of length measurement: the infant is placed supine on the infantometer. Assist or mother is asked to keep the vertex or top of the head snugly touching the fixed vertically plank. The legs are fully extended by pressing over the knee, and feet are kept vertical at 90 degrees. The movable pedal plank of infantometer is snugly opposed against soles, and length is read from the scale. Then In this technique, with the help of this technique, we have to measure the length of the child. The first one is, you can see the point given in 1 to 9, right? On the first one, questionnaire and pencil on cupboard, on clipboard, on floor or the ground. And the second one, assist on knees. The third one, measure on knees. Fourth one, hands cupped over ears, head against base or board. Then the fifth one is arm comfortably straight. Then the sixth one is line of sight perpendicular to base of board. And the seventh one, child flat on board. Then the eighth one, hand on knees or shins, legs straight. Then the ninth one, the last point is feet flat against foot bases. Then the next is technique for height measurement. Children in stand straight. On the stadiometer we can measure the height. Child should stand with bare feet on flat floor. Child against a wall, feet parallel, heels, buttocks, shoulders and occiput touching wall. Head should be kept in Frankfurt plane. Wooden spatula or plastic ruler, the topmost point of the vertex is identified on the wall. Then the next one is, here we can also learn about the points 1 to approximately 15, 1 to 15, and we have to take care of these points while we measuring the height of the child after 2 years of age. Then the first point is same in the length, questionnaire and pencil on clipboard, on floor or ground. Second one, assist on knees. Third one, measure on knees. Then fourth one, right hand on chins, heel against back and base of board. Fifth one, left hand on knees, knees together against board. Sixth one is on the another picture, body flat against board. Sixth or seventh point covered here. And the eighth one, line of sight. Eighth point covered here. Then the ninth one is hand on chin. 10th one, shoulders level. And the 11th one, hands at side. 12, 13 and 14, again body flat against board. Then the 15 is headpiece firmly on head. Headpiece present in your stadiometer. Then height velocity according to age, approximate rate of increase in stature. Birth to 3 months, 3.5 centimeter per month. Then 3 to 6 months, 2 centimeter per month. 6 to 9 months, 1.5 centimeter per month. 9 to 12 months, 1.3 centimeter per month. 2 to 5 years, 6 to 8 centimeter per year. And 5 to 12 years, 5 centimeter per year. At birth, gain during first year 25 centimeters. At birth 50 centimeter, and in first year 25 centimeters. Approximately the child attain the height 75 centimeter at the age of 1 year, and gain during second year 12 centimeter, gain during 2 to 5 years less than 5 centimeter, and gain during 5 to 10 years less than 4 centimeter. In adolescent age, 8 centimeter per year for girls during 12 to 16 years, and 10 centimeter per year for boys during 14 to 18 years. Then expected height in centimeter up to 12 years, which formula? Height is equal to age in years multiplied by 6 plus 77. Prediction of adult height to calculate mid-parental height in boys. In case of boys, mother height in centimeter plus 13 plus father height in centimeter divided by 2, and the result is the expected or predicted height of the child, male child. Then the girls, father height in centimeter minus 13 plus mother height in centimeter divided by 2, and the result is girls expected height in the future. Weight for height. Weight for height is equal to, the formula is weight of the patient in kg by weight of normal child of same height multiplied by 100. The nutritional status can be expressed as follows on the basis of weight for height. Weight for height more than 90% according to nutritional status, it's normal. It considered normal if the weight for height is more than 90%. If 85 to 90%, borderline malnourished, and 75 to 80% moderate malnutrition, less than 75% severe malnutrition. And star reference standard NCHS data, it taken from the NCHS data. Then growth chart, also called road to health chart, graphical display of child's physical growth and development. WHO chart is recognized internationally. WHO chart has 2 reference curves, whereas chart used in India as per ICDS scheme has 5 reference curves. Chart is different for girls and boys. This is the chart, growth chart for boys from birth to 5 years of age, and this pink chart is for girls birth to 5 years. The boys chart color is blue and the girls chart color is pink. Then the next is uses of growth chart, where we can use it. Growth monitoring, diagnostic tool, planning and policy making, educational tool, tool for action, evaluation, tool for teaching, tool for information. Then the next is head circumference. Brain growth takes place 70% during fetal life, 15% during infancy, and remaining 10% during preschool years. Routinely recorded until 5 years of age, measured by placing the tape over the occiput protuberance at the back and just over the supraorbital ridge and the glabella in front. Expected head circumference in children according to age and head circumference measured in centimeter. At birth 34 to 35 centimeter, 2 months 38 centimeter, 3 months 40 centimeter, 41 centimeter in 4 months, 6 months 42 to 43 centimeter, 45 to 46 centimeter, and 47 to 48 centimeter, 50 to 51 centimeter, 1 year, 2 year and 5 year respectively. Then the next is head circumference growth velocity till 3 months is equal to 2 centimeter per month, means in 3 months 6 centimeter head circumference increase, 3 months to 1 year 2 centimeter per 3 month, 1 to 3 year 1 centimeter per 6 month, and 3 to 5 years 1 centimeter per year. During first year there is 12 centimeter increase in head circumference, while 1 to 5 years age only 5 centimeter gain occur in head size. Adult head size is achieved between 5 to 6 years. The following formula, Dine's formula, is used for estimating the head circumference in the first year of life. The formula is length in centimeter plus 9.5 by 2 plus minus 2.59. Then the next is measurement of head circumference. The term macrocephaly refers to occipitofrontal head circumference of more than 2 SD above the means, while microcephaly refers to occipitofrontal head circumference more than 3 SD below the mean for age, sex, height and weight. Then microcephaly when the head size is less than the normal, and macrocephaly when the head size is more or large than the normal. Then mid-arm circumference 9 to 11 centimeter at birth. During 1 to 5 years of age, it remains reasonably static between 15 to 17 centimeters among healthy children. It is conventionally measured over the left upper arm at a point marked midway between acromion point near the shoulder and the olecranon point near the elbow. And when we measure the mid-arm circumference between the acromion point or olecranon point in between, we have to measure the mid-arm circumference with arm bent at right angle. And this question might be asked by your examiner. The two main points like acromion and olecranon, you have to know about it before the exam. The child is asked to stand or sit with the arm hanging loose at the side. If it is less than 12.5 centimeter, it is suggestive of severe malnutrition. If it is between 12.5 to 13.5 centimeter, it is indicative of moderate malnutrition. Then it is developed on the principle that acute starvation severely affects mid-arm circumference while height is unaffected. Then the next is Bengal test. Quick assessment of arm circumference. A fiberglass ring of internal diameter of 4 cm is swept up the arm If it passes above the elbow, it suggests that upper arm is less than 12.5 centimeter and child is malnourished. Shitty tape is a fiberglass tape with red less than 12.5 centimeter, yellow 12.5 to 13.5 centimeter, and green greater than 13.5 centimeter. Shading so that paramedical workers can assess nutritional status without having to remember the normal limits of mid-arm circumference. Then chest circumference. It is usually measured at the level of nipples, preferably in mid-inspiration. Xiphisternum in children less than 5 years, lying down position, and more than 5 years, standing position. Then chest circumference measurement. Relationship between head size and chest circumference at birth. Head circumference more than chest circumference by up to 3 centimeter. At around 9 months to 1 year of age, head circumference is equal to the chest circumference. It is again your exam question. Your examiner can ask about the chest end when the chest and head circumference become equal, and your answer will be 9 months to 1 year. But thereafter chest grows more rapidly compared to the brain, right? The chest circumference is greater than chest circumference by more than 3 centimeter. Preterms, small for date, and hydrocephalic infants. Then next is bone age. Bone age is useful in monitoring the growth in children for conditions like hypothyroidism, CAH and GH deficiency. Comparison of bone age with chronological age is useful in diagnosis of growth disorder. Then principle of bone age assessment is based on time of appearance of ossification center, epiphyseal diphyseal union. X-ray of bone is taken to assess time of appearance of ossification center and union. Then chronological age versus bone age. If the chronological age more than bone age, then what happened? Delayed bone age, constitutional delay, constitutional dwarfism, chronic systemic disease, hypothyroidism, male hypogonadism. Then the next is when the chronological age less than the bone age. What happened that time? Advanced bone age, obesity, precocious puberty, congenital adrenal hyperplasia, hypothyroidism, and chondrodystrophy might be there. Body mass index BMI is equal to mass in kg and height in meter per square. A BMI for age of more than 85th percentile is suggestive of overweight. A BMI for age of 95 percentile is, or when it is associated with triceps or skin fold thickness for age of more than 90th percentile, it is diagnostic of obesity. Then ponderal index, it is another parameter which is similar to BMI and is used for defining newborn babies with intrauterine growth retardation. Ponderal index is equal to body weight in grams by length in centimeter by 100. In malnourished small for date babies, asymmetric IUGR, intrauterine growth retardation, ponderal index is less than 2, while it is usually more than 2.5 in term appropriate for gestation babies and hypoplastic small for date babies. Then the next is clinic visits monthly in infancy. When the child is between the age of birth to 1 year, that time every month should visit to the clinic, once in 2 months in the second year and once in 3 months thereafter till 5 years. After that, teeth eruption timetable, upper primary teeth development chart, upper teeth, when it emerge and when tooth fall out. Central incisor 8 to 12 months it can emerge, 6 to 7 years can fall. Lateral incisor 9 to 13 months emerge, 7 to 8 years fall. Canine cuspid 16 to 22 months emerge, 10 to 12 months fall. First molar 13 to 19 months emerge and 9 to 11 years fall. Second molar 25 to 33 months emerge and 10 to 12 years it can fall. Next is lower primary teeth development chart. Lower teeth, when tooth emerges, And when tooth falls out, second molar 23 to 31 months, 10 to 12 years fall. First molar 14 to 18 months emerge, 9 to 11 years fall. Canine 17 to 23 months emerge, 9 to 12 years fall. Lateral incisor 10 to 16 months emerge, 7 to 8 years fall. Central incisor 6 to 10 months emerge and 6 to 7 years fall. Next is primary tooth eruption facts. For every 6 months of life, approximately 4 teeth erupt. Girls generally precede boys in tooth eruption. Lower teeth usually erupt before upper teeth. Teeth in both jaws usually erupt in pairs. Primary teeth are smaller in size and whiter in color than the permanent teeth. By the time a child is 2 to 3 years of age, all primary teeth should have erupted. Then skin fold thickness measured with Herpendon's caliper. Triceps or subscapular region. The skin fold with subcutaneous fat is picked up with thumb and index finger, and caliper is applied beyond the pinch. Pad thickness more than 10 mm, healthy children 1 to 6 years. Less than 6 mm is indicative of moderate to severe degree of